So D2L has a discussions area, which can be very powerful for group discussion. But one thing that people often miss is that D2L gives you the ability to set up a one-on-one individual discussion thread with each one of your students. And that way your student can talk to you through D2L and only you without other people seeing their questions, which for a lot of students gives them a safer kind of feeling. So I'm going to show you how to set that up using the Groups tool. So in the Groups tool, this is a tool that allows you to make groups where you can make a group of 3 and you can have a collaboration and they can do group assignments, but hidden kind of at the bottom is the ability to make a one-on-one discussion area. I'm going to show you how. So I'm going to call this individual one-on-one with teacher, and that's what the students will see. And I can put a little description here saying this is your area to converse privately with, you can put me or the teacher, you can fill that in. So here's the trick. Right here is where you want to choose single user member specific groups. And that's going to make a single user group with just you and the student for each of the students in the class. I'm going to go down here, and you can set up an assignments area if you want where the students can hand stuff in, but I don't really use the assignments area for this, but I do the discussions. So here in the discussion area, I'm going to make a new forum. I'm just going to call it one-on-one. And once I hit save, it says created successfully. That's pretty much it. The only choice you have to make is if you want the so right now this is an options area for the discussion. Do you want the discussion to be one topic per group so that each student has their own topic, or do you want to have one broad topic with each student having their own thread? So it's totally up to you. I think I actually chose this one when I was doing it the first time, so I click on that, create and next, and then you'll see it's done. And if you go into the discussions area, so you can see that now every student in my class has an individual discussion area. So if I click on here, if I want to converse with Addison Swain, then she can put stuff in there that only she can see, and then when I reply, only she will see it. So the student view would look different. They would only see their individual one-on-one space and not all of them. So I just paused the video and I've logged in using my daughter Emily's account, and I want to show you what she sees as a student in the class. If she goes to discussions, now you see that she has a discussion area, individual one-on-one with teacher for Emily Swain. So Emily would be able to click here, and if she has a question about something, she can go start a new thread, and then she can say, about Unit 1, she has a question about stuff and things, and then she posts. And so when she posts this, you can see it shows up for her. Of course, it won't show up for anyone else. And now if I go back to my own, so if I go to my own one-on-one and I refresh the discussions area, you can see, look, Emily Swain has a question. It's in blue to alert me. So I click and I can see her question about stuff and things, and I can click on Unit 1, and then I can reply to her thread. So this is a really, really nice way for you to talk to students, and they, if you have students who don't feel comfortable putting things out to an entire class, they have the ability to talk to you one-on-one. And the other thing too is that you can go all through D2L. If you have students who are emailing you and you have a hard time kind of tracking that email, you can say, hey, let's keep everything through the discussion area, and that way you have everything in one place with all the individual questions. And one thing I did is if I got enough individual questions about the same kind of thing, then I would make a general post to the entire class to clear things. And another thing that we found really helped was that if students had questions in the discussion area, they are allowed to post pictures as well. So they could take a screenshot of their work, and then often we would take that screenshot and we could put it on our screen, and we could do a screen capture video where we would explain concepts. So rather than having to type out paragraphs where you explain things that are complicated, you can just take their work and do a screencast-o-matic or a screencastify where it's your voice talking over whatever skill you're trying to teach them. And we found that was quite invaluable.